Traditional flying will be coming to the Dragon Isles in patch 10.2. If you didn't know this, now you know. It's we've talked about this before. Yes, there will be a Pathfinder achievement, and you'll be able to unlock traditional flying. So for those of you who enjoy living your life, hovering over your local city, showing off your great mounts, you'll be able to do so very soon. The list of achievements are right here. Not that many. If you've been doing a lot of the content, you probably achieved a lot of this already. So this should be easy for people to get. And honestly, an expansion with flying from the start, to me, has been nice. I know there's a lot of anti-flyers out there. People who don't like flying think that it completely ruined the game. Whether or not that's true is to be determined. It's fine. It's an opinion. But I have enjoyed dragon riding, and I hope that they continue to build on it. We've actually seen that they will continue to build on it already. So I'm glad to see it going forward. I think this is the way to do it. You bring in the dragon riding, and Pathfinder comes later. That's fine with me. Blizzard on levers and Mythic Plus content. I've talked about this before. My frustrations, especially as a tank. Maybe you have a shitty healer. Maybe you brought shitty DPS. Maybe you're not going to complete the timer, but you're 98% of the way through on clearing trash. You're on the final boss, and it's time to finish this thing, and somebody says, you know what, bitches? Dicks up, peace out. I can't stand that shit. I personally I don't care for, timing every single key. I want to fill up my vault most of the time. That's why I'm doing this shit. And levers piss me the hell off. Now, what is Blizzard going to do about levers? Well, they made a blue post about it. They said, funny you should mention this. We've had several internal discussions about this very topic, and while there is nothing to announce yet, and realistically, not likely for a while, this is a concern very much on our radar. It feels a little disingenuous to say stay tuned, because nothing is going to be immediately forthcoming. But, if and when something comes, something will come. Of those discussions, this is your forewarning to not be surprised. There you go, Chimes, signed Chimes. Sounds like a gnome name. Not sure how I feel about that, but Blizzard will be doing something. I've been saying for a while now that I think there should be some type of penalty maybe or something for leaving. Or if the key is going to be broken and you're not going to time it, I think you should have the option to bring somebody else in to finish it out. Because you're not going to get anything towards your IO anymore. It's just about finishing the dungeon to get another vault slot open. I think if somebody leaves, maybe they get a little bit of penalty, and then you can bring somebody in to finish the key out and still get the vault slot. Yeah, leaves, gets no loot, and can't queue another character in game for 3 hours. I'd be happy with that. 3 hours. That's a lot. What is that? There is a lever LFR penalty right now. I don't know what it is. 15 minutes, whatever. Whatever the time thing is, I think there should be some type of penalty for leaving a Mythic Plus run, especially when you get deep into it. My God, it is extremely frustrating to deal with. Okay, moving on to the November Trading Post rewards. Now, I want to talk a little bit about some of these rewards and what they might mean for things going forward, but first off, let's just get into cosmetically what a lot of these look like. I'm going to scroll past these and go to the actual blue post here. So here's what's in stock for November. Now, these are now live. So we got the Monk set. Yes, so we've been doing these class sets every month. This month is the Monk. We also got the Warlock set, which looks fine, and the Warrior set. I still say till now, the Death Knight set of all of these sets is the shittiest of them all. I hate it. I'll never buy it. I didn't buy it, and I won't ever use it. So there you go. The Swift Zephyra. Yes, another Zebra mount. Great to see. We got the Spectral Griffin and the Spectral Wind Rider as your mounts. Drakazet, the Wrathful, is a little pet that you'll be able to get. Interesting little red mummy there. By the way, there's a story behind him that he was enraged by Loa or something, and that's why he looks the way he looks. The Foam Toy, right, this is pretty cool. Little foam toy. We see the Crow-Cool Spear. Yeah, some of the, standard-looking items. This one kind of looks cool. The Tide Caller's Kinch. This is an interesting one. This one looks like Thor's Hammer. This one's pretty cool, too. It's got that standard Viking look. A little pale. Some of your standard, color variations on capes and things. We got the Maw of Rage. It's a pretty badass-looking shield, I'm not going to lie. This one actually looks pretty cool. The Mechanized Skull Crusher. Wonderful name. That's the kind of shit I like to see. You can get, Gul'dan's Staff. There you go. You've been wanting Gul'dan's staff, you can get that. The Niffin hat. You know, the Niffin, I'm not sure how I feel about them. I think they were an alright race out of the game, but they were a bit cartoony for me, to be honest. Like a lot of Dragonflight, the Niffin and Dragonflight go hand in hand. This whole expansion has been very... It feels like a Pixar expansion. I don't know how to describe it, but not very Warcraft, and I don't really care to remember the Niffin after this expansion's over, but there we go. The Loyal Blademaster Greatsword. Ah, yes, if you have the Blademaster, you know, beads, transmog, and everything else, this would be a badass sword to have with that transmog. Fang of the Mountain. Sam hates the Minnesota Rats. Fang of the Mountain, actually a badass name, too. Ruby Fellfire Bulwark. By the way, I still say Death Knight should be able to use shields, but hey, moving on. We're not going to talk too much about that. The Longbow of the Twisted Grove. Oh, this is cool. This is like a Fel/Emerald Dream bow. This is actually pretty cool and kind of fits in with some of the new aesthetic going forward. The Standard of the Guardian. Yes. We've talked a lot about this kind of stuff. The Guardian stuff coming back. Very cool. Medivh staff there. And this. So this is what I wanted to talk about, because this is the thing that I believe is dropping some hints for us. So, you know, the bonus reward is always the thing you get when you fill up the Trader's Post. And this month, it is the Cosmic Weapon Cache. So let's look at exactly what we're going to be getting and what the descriptions are for these, because I think there are some hints for what might be coming going forward. And I'm not just drawing conclusions here stupidly because Blizzard's just drop it. Blizzard has been hinting at things going forward from the Trading Post. There's a precedent for that. They've done it a couple times now. So let's see what this is all about. The Void Song Staff of the Harbinger. Let's read what this is about. This is the staff here on this Night Elf's back. A gift of Dimensius, bestowed at the height of the Black Empire. Those touched by the shadow are drawn to its haunting whispers. Okay, so the staff is obviously, you know, of the void. It's hinting at the void. And, you know, okay, void stuff going forward. All right, follow me here. Continue to go hot. So the sword right here. An edge so sharp, it could only be honed by Agrimar himself. Anyone who would defy the will of the Titans should beware its wielder. Oh, shit. So let's think a little bit. What does this mean? The will of the Titans. Now, we know there's a lot of, you know, anti-Titan stuff going on right now. Not necessarily pro-Void, but definitely anti-Titan. We've been getting a lot of Void and Titan stuff. What's Iridikron doing right now? He's off, fucking Zalatash in the portal. And they're talking about baiting the Titans out to beat the shit out of them. The dragon aspects themselves have become anti-Titan. They don't like the Titans anymore. They're going to get their powers from the New World Tree. So this is a very anti-Titan-esque weapon. This is a Titan weapon telling people, beware of defying the Titans. Alright, last but not least, the daggers here. Shadows cannot be allowed to fester. Disorder must be struck down wherever it takes hold. True children of the Titans will heed their maker's call. Interesting. Heeding the Titans' call, the true children of the Titans. Now this is another call to, hey, the betrayers of the Titans will be who they are, but the true people of the Titans will heed their call. This is all calling to a kind of like an, beware of becoming one of those anti-Titan people, because we will beat the shit out of you. That's what the dagger and the swords are both calling to people. They're both talking about people betraying the Titans and those who will remain loyal to the Titans. All of this stuff seems to be hinting at a, fight against the Titans, which we know is going to come. Not in this expansion, but likely in the next one. So I think these three cache items here, these three vault rewards, Traveler's Log rewards, are hinting at what is to come, potentially, in the next expansion.